As far as your training environment, you guys train out of Alpha Strength and Conditioning, and is it mostly a weightlifting gym? Are you training with mostly weightlifters?
Yeah, so I mean, we got a great group of people at my gym. I mean, we have a lot of other national level lifters that have gone to competitions like American Opens with us. So we have a good group of those guys. And then Kevin is also a CrossFit Games athlete, He's been to the CrossFit Games twice. So we have a small group of CrossFitters that train under Kevin. And actually, a lot of our CrossFitters have switched from CrossFit to weightlifting, just because they see all of us weightlifting, and we've slowly morphed into a primarily weightlifting gym.
Oh, okay. Does Kevin still do anything with gymnastics?
He doesn't coach gymnastics anymore, but his wife does. So his wife, Kaylee, is still a gymnastics coach, women's gymnastics coach.
Are you involved in any of the coaching at the club as well, or just are you strictly an athlete?
Right now, I'm strictly an athlete. I don't have time to, hold another job. I mean, but I go to school, and then I come to the gym, and then I go home. Like, I don't know where I would put coaching under Kevin. Eventually, I would want to coach or work with Kevin to understand the opposite side of the athlete-coach relationship. So I think that'll help a lot. If I don't know, what do they say? The best way to know if you understand something is to teach another person it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see like both sides of the coin, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So for a while, we would see steady progress on your clean and jerk, but at one point, your snatch was kind of held at kind of the ceiling. So what changes, or what technical changes did you make to make that snatch breakthrough?
So we actually just started snatching like way more. Like we added snatches like 2 more days with like power snatches or snatch variations and snatch pulling. Like it was just high repetition and like drilling over and over positions. Because for a long time, like I mean, with my squat surplus, I'm a very strong athlete. But technique could be improved, at least in snatch a little bit. So we focused on making sure that almost every rep was like, perfect, and that it was just repetition.
Yeah. From a technical perspective, though, like what do you think it was with the snatch, though, that you're struggling with?
Yeah, I had a problem with cutting my snatch pull quite a bit and jumping backwards. So it was more focusing on like extending upwards into the ceiling rather than pushing my hips through and shooting my head backwards. Because I mean, if you kick the bar away, you're gonna have to loop, and it's gonna all go out the window. But we focused on extension, keeping the elbows up higher, longer into the pull, so it had a quicker turnover and snap on top, and speed. I mean, it was a lot of that kind of stuff.
Cool.
One of the things that a lot of people were curious about is your nutrition, especially since you're moving up a weight class now. Can you tell us a bit about how you plan your nutrition?
We've been set up with RP through USA Weightlifting. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I work with RP to figure out a diet plan, and then RP sends that information to Trifecta, who then sends me food.
Wow.
That fit. Yeah, it's pretty good deal. And then they send me like all the protein and some vegetables that fits with the RP diet, and then I leave it to my mom to figure out how to cook and how to make it all fit. She does a great job. Very thankful for that.
So you're on a meal plan, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. The mom meal plan. Powered by Trifecta and RP.
Sick.
She does a good job.
So, do you know exactly how many calories you're eating or what your macros are, or do you just not think about that and just eat?
I mean, right now, I don't focus on, like, I probably should, honestly, like, watch a little bit better what I'm eating right now. But as a 77, we really kept track. Like, it was counting, we don't so much count calories as we do count carbs and fat and protein amounts. Yeah. But that's more RP's doing. They focus on counting the macros instead of calories. But I'll get back on my diet, for my mom says today. But, so I need to get on that. But I'm not sitting terribly heavy. I'm sitting like 81 right now. So it's a good medium place to be. Yeah. That's about where I trained as a 77 too. Yeah. I get up to 80, 81. So
did you find that
theoretically I could cut?
Oh, okay. Did you find that it took a lot of effort or you had to restrict yourself in order to stay down at 77 for as long as you did?
I mean, it was never terribly difficult. Like, once I actually cleaned up my eating and got to, like, you know, exactly where they wanted me to be, I'd sit like 79, 78, 79. And then a 1-2 kilo water cut is never, I mean, for some people, obviously, a lower weight class is 1 or 2 kilos of water is a lot. But for me, it was never that bad. You know?
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. But like, I guess, what's your favorite like cheat meal, or you know, since you're not on your diet right now, like, what do you really enjoy eating?
Everything. It's just volume. Volume is what gets me, of like just amount of food that I can eat.
Oh, okay.
Like, when I'm not cutting weight, I'll eat dinner and then I'll go eat a second plate. Same with like any yeah, that's what gets me. I don't know.
But do you generally eat pretty healthy, would you say?
Yeah, it's never bad food that causes me to gain weight. It's just,
Volume.
you know, volume. I don't eat junk food per se.
Oh wow, good for you.
I
That's
mean,
like the
candy
opposite
bars
of us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like 5 hot and ready pizzas, please.
I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat, right?
Just another kind of training and competition related question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any specific mental cues or like a mental approach to training and competition?
So training, you obviously want to work like, you want to think like, okay, on this one I need to extend upwards a little bit more. I need to snap my. It changes, and Kevin is really who gives me these cues. He's like, he'll watch my lifts and say, all right, you need to do this, and then I'll think about that before I go do the lifting training. But competition wise, there's not much going through my head in competition. Like, it's just put everything aside and just go do what your body remembers how to do, and then, you know, muscle memory at that point. After you've done so many thousands of reps, it just takes over. You can't really think about it too much.
So moving on to, I guess these are not, training related questions or anything. Now this is just kind of about your life and how weightlifting has impacted it. So would you say the majority of your friends are weightlifters, or do you like try to keep a separate circle as well?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got like two groups of friends. I got the guys from the gym, the guys and girls from the gym who like understand weightlifting, who I can talk weightlifting with, and I'll go hang out with them. And a lot of them are, you know, mid-20s, but that's cool. And then I got a group from school that, you know, obviously don't understand weightlifting as well, but are my age. So,
as far as like balancing weightlifting and just like social life, like, how do you feel weightlifting kind of affects your life when you compare it to like some of your other friends from school and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've had to miss out on certain social activities because I've been traveling or because I've been at the gym. It is a big drawback of training so much, is that I do miss, you know, I don't have the ability to, you know, just go out on a random night with guys from school because I'm at the gym and I gotta go train, do my homework, and then rest. Like, that's my life. I mean, that's what I've sacrificed to be so good at my sport is, you know, a social life.
Yeah, sure.
But it's worth it. It is worth it.
So outside of school and lifting, what else are you interested in, I guess, hobbies-wise or interests?
Yeah, I love camping and backpacking. My family and I try to get as many camping trips as we can, and obviously between training. I mean, there's, again, that sacrifice of my free time. If I'm not, you know, I build around training. So when we can find time, we go camping. We got some great hikes out here in the mountains up here, in the Olympic Mountains and the Mount Rainier. There's some great places out here. And besides camping, video games. I mean, we've talked about it. We've brought that up several times here so far.
Yeah, but not when we were recording.
Yeah.
Oh, no? It's, that's pretty much what I do with my Sunday, my one day off. It's just like sitting on the couch,
Nice.
playing video games until I have to go do homework.
Cool.
If someone's on Xbox Live, which games can they find you on?
Oh, geez. I play some Destiny 2, Fortnite. Those are about the ones. All right. So like my gamer tag. Let me just preface my gamer tag. I don't know if you guys know gamer tag. It is the auto-generated one that I have never changed because I am too lazy or too uncreative to come up with one on my own. It is Wrinkly Mage. I kid you not. It was the preset one that I got when I was like 13, and I've never changed it. And it is like the running joke at our gym that I am Wrinkly Mage.
That is actually awesome, though.
That's going in the interview title.
That's, yeah. Interview with a Wrinkly Mage.
There you go.
So, like, you did say that, I guess, you're obviously a very successful weightlifting athlete, but people at school, like, they don't get it. I think that's almost kind of nice, hey? Because, like, I guess once in a while, whenever you go to Worlds, and especially when it's on American soil, like, it was probably, like, you probably got a lot of fame. A lot of people were asking you for pictures, like us. But it was just like, yeah, like, do you feel like it's kind of nice that, you know, people see you just as a normal person as well?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing terribly special about me other than that I'm good at weightlifting. I mean, just an average guy. I mean, just a little bit above average strength. But there's nothing, I don't know. It's weird. That's why I guess maybe I don't have, like, you know, favorite weightlifters, is because I know they're just people. I mean, it's nothing, they're not anything, they're not different species, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm just like you guys. I mean, it's cool to, like, be, oh man, that's so-and-so, but I mean, when it comes down to it, they're just people lifting heavy stuff. So.
Well, that's a good point.
I mean,
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. Yeah, thank you so much for doing this interview.
No problem.
That's all our questions.
Yeah. Got to thank Alico. They get, you know, the best bars in weightlifting. They've been super, super generous to us, and they've really helped us, you know, grow our gym as we expand. Same with Earth Fed Muscle, best natural supplement you can get. They're great. They're a great bunch of guys. Mark Pro helped me recover well.
Cool.
I think that's about it, right? And Mom. Gotta thank my mom. My dad's pointing.
Number one sponsor.
Number one sponsor. That's awesome.